Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree and we are doing something very exciting today. I know that I'm already pretty well into July and that summerween technically is in June. So says some things on the internet. Some other things that I saw kind of had people celebrating summerween this week, which is the 3rd through the 10th, I believe. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm not sure when summerween is supposed to be, or if it is all summer, if it can be all summer, if it can be whenever you want it to be. I'm kind of going with the latter there because, you know, why can't the whole summer be spooky summer? And this is also kind of my first chance I'm actually getting to be able to celebrate summerween and make a video here at my house because I have not been home. So whatever the reason, I am celebrating summerween now, and I'm going to give you guys some of my best summerween book recommendations. And by that I mean spooky books that take place in the summer, spooky books that have summer vibes, you know, anything like that. Spooky watery books, yeah, anything of that sort. And I know that summerween is kind of basically celebrating Halloween in the summer, but also like camp slasher vibes, like Friday the 13th vibes, stuff like that. So without further ado, here are some of my best summer horror book recommendations. I wasn't counting, I was just grabbing everything off my shelf and off of my ebook list that fit the vibes, and I ended up with exactly 20. What do you know? It's not even like a weird number. So I've got 20 books for you guys that I recommend to read in the summer if you are into horror. The first one I'm going to share with you guys could be a fantastic summer horror read or a fall horror read, and that is Slewfoot by Brom. I read this one last October and oh my god, you guys, like, this has the best spooky vibes. It starts, I want to say we're in August in the start of this book, so it starts in the heat of the summer. I think it goes until October, so really it's got the summer vibes, it's got the fall vibes, it has all the vibes, and it has the perfect spooky Halloween vibes. So, Slewfoot by Brom. If you guys have not yet read this one, definitely a good pick for summerween, or if you want to wait until actual spooky season. Either one. Next up, we have Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesari. We have a young adult slasher story here. These ones, I think they might even take place kind of in the autumn, but it's definitely hot, definitely summer vibes, definitely slasher vibes. So I've got this first one here and the sequel, which I read both of these last year, and I think there's 3 or 4 of them now, honestly, so I have some catching up to do, but really good spooky summer vibes. Next, we have Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. Definitely good horror, spooky water horror vibes. This one takes place on the ocean, over the Mariana Trench, over the Challenger Deep. So we have the water vibes, the water horror, the spooky summer, spooky deep water, all that good stuff. Now here is one that I read very recently, just last week. Summer's Never Over by Darby Bozeman. This is a thriller that takes place at a summer camp. One of the counselors gets killed by a fire, but there's also been this masked figure running around terrorizing the camp before that, and then 5 years later, the rest of the counselors come back and start to learn that maybe what they thought happened to their friend wasn't really the whole story. This one has the best summer vibes, and it's really creepy. It's pretty spooky. Definitely a great spooky summer read, even though it is a thriller, not a horror. Oh, my back! Next, we have The Hounding, which is... I don't know what to say about this book without giving anything away, if I'm being completely honest. It takes place in the heat of the summer. There are some spooky, kind of maybe witchy vibes. Definitely check this one out. I recommend. I don't know that that one is actually, like, classified as a horror, or if it's, like, a literary fiction. Maybe both. Next, we have The Lamb by Lucy Rose. This one, contains cannibalism, so if that's not your jam, do not read this. If you don't mind that, definitely pick this one up. This one is heartbreaking, really, really disturbing. I think this is perfect summerween vibes, honestly. Okay, next, we have 3 books from the same author because he just writes really good summer horror. First, My Best Friend's Exorcism. All of these books are by Grady Hendrix. The next 3 books I'm going to show you are by Grady Hendrix. So, My Best Friend's Exorcism takes place in the 80s. It is these 2 teenage girls, and one of them becomes possessed, and her friend has to figure out how to save her. Great summer oceanside vibes. Really spooky, really creepy, really, really good. Also by Grady Hendrix, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Also takes place in the heat of the summer. Also really, really spooky. Also perfect summerween vibes, you guys. Like, actual perfection. Read this in the summer. Last but not least, definitely not least, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. This is such a good book. I loved this book so much. I read it last year. I gave it 5 stars. It also takes place in the heat of the summer. This one obviously is about witchcraft. It is about these girls. Our main girl is named Fern. She is 15. She has found herself pregnant and alone. So it's the 70s, so she gets sent to this home for unwed teenage mothers. Basically, they just drop these girls off there. The girls stay there and work and stay hidden until they have their babies. Their babies get taken from them. The girls are expected to go back to life as it was before and pretend nothing ever happened. So that is the story of this. And these poor girls come across a witchcraft book that kind of helps give them some of their own power back, because they don't have any of it in this situation that they're in. And of course, things don't quite go how they planned. This one is amazing. Like, so good. Really, really good spooky summer read. Okay, next, I'm gonna drop in some classics. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Like, this one would be so fun to read for Summerween if you haven't read it yet. It technically, it might take place in the spring, summertime, but just super good. Shirley Jackson's writing is absolutely brilliant. It's unnerving, it's eerie, it's so good. Also, just be forewarned, if you haven't read this and you have seen the show, don't expect them to be the same. The show is very loosely based on the book. They're both brilliant in their own ways. Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin. Super good. If you read and liked Tradwife recently this year by Saratoga Schaefer, definitely read Rosemary's Baby. Last but not least of our classics, we have The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. This would be a fantastic Summerween read if you have yet to read it. And also just look at this cover, you guys. Like, so good. I don't know why sitting like that is killing my back so bad. Okay, we're back, and I have my last 3 physical books. We are down to the last 3 physical books. So, Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, which I also just finished last week, would be a fantastic summer. I wouldn't call it spooky, but it's scary for sure. Especially if you're not into, like, real scary horror genre. Pick up this one for Summerween. Kind of along that same vein, much more, you know, fitting for summer would be Jaws by Peter Benchley, which, yes, just the Summerween read, you guys. All right, then we have the big chunker, It by Stephen King. If you've seen the movies, if you've read the book, I mean, this one just fits so perfectly in the summer, and obviously it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Also, it's huge. Like, this book has no business being this big. Okay, it really does. It does. I read it. I loved it. Except for, I mean, you know, if you've read the book, the part we shall not speak of. Yeah. Last but not least, I have 4 ebooks that I want to throw onto this list that I just don't have physical copies of, but I think would be perfect for Summerween. Okay, first we have Diavola by Jennifer Thorne, which was one of my favorite reads last year. It would be so perfect for Summerween because it's set in an Italian villa. It's a haunted Italian villa in the summer. It's so good. It was so creepy. It creeped me out. Like, it really creeped me out. So yeah, absolutely that one. So good. Jellyfish Bloom by J.J. Walker is actually a novella that I read last week. It is a coastal kind of seaside horror story about this couple where one of them is hiding something and then one of their friends, another adult in their little coastal town, goes missing. Yeah, that one is really about a relationship, a marriage breaking down, but at the same time there is something sinister in the water. Okay, and then The Har by David Sodergren. That one, whoa, just what a wild ride. That one, it is Scottish? Irish. It takes place in a little coastal town in either Scotland or Ireland, I can't remember now. A little coastal town that is being basically leveled to the ground because some billionaire wants to build a golf course, and there are these few older people who have lived there their entire lives that are holding out and not wanting to sell their land. And it gets to the point where the people trying to buy the land are no longer being nice about it, and they're becoming threatening. And so our main character, Muriel, happens upon a creature outside by the water that ends up kind of helping her with her issues. That one was a wild ride, you guys. All right, and then In the Tall Grass is a short story by Stephen King, which I thought would be perfect for Summerween because it takes place in this field with a very tall grass. Like, the grass is taller than a full-grown man. And once you walk in, it becomes very difficult to get back out. but if you've seen the movie, fantastic, right? Like, so good. But yeah, the short story is also really, really good, really, really dark, really, really perfect for spooky summer vibes. All right, and that is all of the spooky summer reads I have for you guys. I have read everything that I just recommended to you guys. I've read all of them, so I can personally vouch for them. If you guys have any recommendations for me that maybe I haven't read that you think I would like for summerween, for fall, for spooky reads in general, because I am a huge horror girly, let me know. Drop them in the comments. I hope you guys like my Halloween kind of spooky decor. I have all of this stuff up anyway, like all year long. This is just my regular decor. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. If you read any of these and love them, please let me know. And yeah, happy summerween.